Well, it's raining. Never mind. Do you know, I didn't take this allotment on because I was bored. I took it on basically because I was thinking ahead. You know, when I reach 60, and like most people reaching 60, you can't stop assuming things will be always stay affordable. And you start asking yourself, what can I actually control, if you like? Now, this little humble patch of earth was part of my retirement plan. Not in some dramatic survival sort of way. I'm not trying to live off grid. I'm not predicting collapse. But I think I am realistic. Off to get in while it rains. This rain. You know, the cost of living isn't just something you read about anymore, is it? You know, you feel it now. Food bills keep creeping up. Then water rates, flipping heck. Energy prices. It never quite returns to how things were. You know, then you've got the council tax. And at my age, your age, you don't have decades to wait it out. So, I've adapted. For me, adapting means learning how to grow, because I never had a clue how to grow. And there's something grounding about planting a seed and watching them turn into food. It just changes your relationship with value. And when you've watered something for weeks, protected it from frost, kept the weeds down, and then you understand what it takes to produce something real, you waste less, you appreciate more. And when you bring home the potatoes, the onions and the beans and the tomatoes, food that costs pennies instead of pounds, and it's not about saving the world. I think it's about reducing dependence. That's the difference, I think. I don't need to be fully self-sufficient, but if I can partially become self-reliant, that brings me a little bit more peace of mind. Retirement for me was never about stopping. It was, people have said it's a steady expansion, learning new things, staying capable and staying useful. The allotment structure, I think, without pressure, because there's no boss here, no targets, but I do have a little bit of responsibility. Plants don't grow because you mean well. They grow because you showed up. And that lesson doesn't stop being true just because you've reached 60 or more. You don't stop building at this age. You build differently, I think. Now, I've talked on another channel, A Dose of Dave, about the bigger issues. Housing, cost of living, political decisions, the direction of the country, and so on and so forth. But shouting at the news doesn't build resilience. Practical action does. Learning a skill does. Growing food does. Reducing waste does. Planning ahead does. Now that's not political. That's personal strength, in my opinion. And I don't think many people of my age are realising that quietly. I think a lot of us don't want the drama. We want stability. we want dignity. And most of all, I think we want to feel capable. To me, the allotment isn't just about vegetables. It's about knowing that whatever happens out there, I've done what I can in here. I can't control inflation. I can't control government policy. I can't control global markets. But I can control a patch of land. Now I find there's a bit of strength in that. And at 60, pushing on to 70, I don't need the noise. I need options. I need, if you like, a purpose. And something that reminds me that I'm still learning, still adapting and still building. Now that was part of the plan. Not just to save money, but to stay capable. And sometimes controlling your own small patch of the world is more powerful than trying to control the whole thing. Thought I'd share that. In the meantime, take care. Bye now. Bye.